What's up, dudes? It's Be Fresh, and I don't know if you have been paying attention to this, but last week there was a big stir that happened when Jimmy Kimmel made a joke on a segment of his show, and it has just been headlines, headlines, headlines about it. It occurred last week before the actual White House Correspondents' Dinner, and it was the first one that Trump actually showed up to, and the first one that a quote unquote uh, G Man tried to run through and take out the president. There's a whole conspiracy about that we're not going to go into right now. But here's the joke by Jimmy Kimmel, who, yeah, it's super funny.
Our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
I don't know. I don't know. Is that the look of somebody that's telling a joke right there? Like, does that person look like they just got done telling a joke? It just seems really mean spirited, if you ask me. It doesn't. It's based on what Jimmy Kimmel's past. I mean, he can use it as quote a guise as a joke, but this guy's not joking at all, if you ask me. I think that he's kind of like a d bag for saying something like this. I don't know. So uh, obviously Melania responded to this. Melania Trump saw this and she responded, and she said, "Kimmel's hateful and violent rhetoric uh, is intended to divide our country. His monologue about my family isn't comedy. It is." His words are corrosive and deepens the political sickness in this America. Kimmel's hateful and violent rhetoric is divided. Yeah, we already saw that part. People like Kimmel shouldn't have the opportunity to enter our homes each evening and spread hate. Okay, and then Trump, responded with a bunch of stuff too, so we're not going to read all that, but Trump basically called Kimmel, not funny and yada yada yada. So the part that I think we need to really look at is this part right here where Melania responded, and it said, people like Kimmel shouldn't have the opportunity to enter our homes each evening to spread hate." So that's where things get a little bit murky. To enter our homes each evening to spread hate. Well, what is hate? Okay. Well, then you'd have to start there. And this is, we heard a lot of Democrats use this talking point just a few years ago. So it's really kind of strange that now we're kind of seeing like this whole hate speech thing from the Trump administration, because this is something that Democrats were doing during COVID. If you said that the COVID shot was, something, they wanted to silence you. And now we're hearing that the Democrats or that the Republicans are wanting to do the same thing. So I don't like it. You can say it's a joke, whatever. I don't think it is. I think Jimmy Kimmel is obviously a political tool. But at the same time, he if a corporation wants to hire him to do what he does, I mean, he's got the freedom of speech protecting him. Maybe you should go after Disney and that whole corporation, which is basically owns everything now. That would be a better use of time, I feel like. Jimmy Kimmel doubled down on his. He didn't even apologize. He just basically doubled down on what he said, and which is funny because if you let's go back to 2024 when Aaron Rodgers insinuated that he was on the list of clients for Epstein.
Like Trump, you're a pedophile. It's their go-to move. He decided to insinuate that I am a pedophile. This is how these nuts do it now. You don't like Trump, you're a pedophile. It's their go-to move. And it shows you how much they actually care about pedophilia. I hope the many, many decent people out there who vote conservative or whatever you want to call what goes on now, I don't see anything conservative about any of it, but to those of you who are part of that, I want to say this, and I hope you'll listen and give it a little bit of consideration. If you are a member of a group that think it's okay to randomly call someone a child molester because you don't like what that person has to say, maybe you should rethink being a part of that group. And
You know, it's easy to give advice, but it might be a little bit tougher to actually follow your own advice. And in this case, I think that is something that definitely needs to be practiced. In this case, we have seen a double standard when it comes to celebrities and what they say on Twitter or on their show, and especially with the Disney Corporation. If you remember back a few years ago, there was Roseanne. Roseanne came back out of retirement after decades, and she had a hit show, had way more viewers than Jimmy Kimmel could ever dream of, and she made a joke about about some lady in uh, Obama's administration. I don't remember who she was, but she made a joke about her looks, and the Obamas had her fired. The Disney Corporation fired her. They canceled her show. It wasn't like a funny joke. It was just kind of mean too, kind of like Kimmel's joke. But the difference is that Roseanne, votes a different way than Jimmy Kimmel does. So Roseanne obviously brings in a lot more money than Kimmel did or does, and is way more popular, much funnier. But and the fact that she basically carried ABC for many years with her show seemed to have no bearing on the fact that they just canceled her after 5 hours later after the tweet went out. So obviously there is some double standards going on there, but it is a joke, people. We need to calm down. It is a joke, not a good joke, not in good taste. Jimmy Kimmel's not funny at all. He's for the time being, he has his job. After this, he can kind of fade into obscurity or whatever. But let's stop being so sensitive. Let's stop being so sensitive. And I really think that the double standard needs to stop. So that's what's going on with Jimmy Kimmel. And let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Should Jimmy Kimmel be fired? Do jokes matter? Is it ever too far? A lot of people say there's freedom for jokes, but you can't. There's not freedom from consequence. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, dudes, and we'll see you next time.